Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we want to present about bibliographic services and utilities. And we are from KIM 1 to O2C. My name is Haulah binti Khairuddin and my partner's name is Siti Noharmiza binti Saha. So in this slide, it's contain a table of contents. So in page 3, we have what is bibliography utilities and services, 4 and 7 background of organizations, 8 to 11 mission visions and objectives, 12 participation membership, and 13 to 15 product services, 16 benefits, 17 future planning, 18 points of view, and lastly conclusion at page 19. What is bibliographic utilities and services? Based to the Dictionary of Library Science, a bibliographic utilities defines as an organization that maintains computerized bibliographic records and offers to its members or customers various products and services related to these records. So there are many bibliographic utilities in the world that serve information services to the customer, and some of them share the same common goal of their services. So in this report, we will give detailed information about two bibliographic services and utilities that have we choose from the choices that been given by our lecturer, Ms. Nuriana bint Ahmad Hussaini. So, the bibliographic services are Bernama Library and Infoling Services, OBLIS, and Palm Oil Information Services, Palm Oilis. And in additional, there are two national international organizations that involve in bibliographic control activities that we are going to share the information about. So, the organization are United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, and also National Library of Malaysia. So the first one is a Bernama Library and Infoling Services, BLIS. So BLIS is one of the Bernama products. The Malaysian National News Agency, or Bernama, known as the provider of balanced news and accurate information. Okay, this BLIS was set up by an Act of Parliament in 1967, and in in 1968 it began their operations. So they have 700 employees, more than 400 journalists, editors, photojournalists, and video cameramen. So their roles is as a source of reliable and latest news is well known among local and international media, including government agencies, corporations, and universities, also individuals nationwide. It is about palm oils or palm oil information services. So in 1993, palm oil was launched on occasion of the PORIM International Palm Congress. So palm oils came from the Palm Information Center, PMS, Malaysian Palm Oil Boards, and POB. Okay, they are made for hubs of the board with palm oils and palm search. So it is a platform of a common platform to collect and disseminate informations. So the palm oil has expanded its traditional library and information service functions enabled by advances in ICT. So palm oil information services, where all of the information of regarding to the palm oil in one stop center, that is palm oils. UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organizations. Okay, as early as 1942, in wartime, the government of the European countries which were confronting Nazi Germany and its allies met in the United Kingdom for the Conference of Allied Ministers of Education. So they give a proposal to the camps to establish one educational and cultural organizations. So the proposal is a success, and there is a UNESCO. So 1 to 16 November 1945, UNESCO established as an educational and cultural organization. National Library of Malaysia. It was beginning in 1956, which are the Malayan Library Group and Malaysia set up public library services for the Federation of Malaya Memorandum, which is the proposed to make a national library services. So this national library have been handled by several professional bodies, associations, and organizations. So in 1999 to 1999, NLM began using the public access catalog for library users to acquire information from the library. So the National Library was given the responsibility to provide library materials to Malaysia Resource Center in University of United States of America, and it was established since 1975. So NLM has awarded the MSISO 9002 1994 certification on 2000 year 2000 is the mission, vision, and objectives of each organization. So for the Bernama Library and Infolium Services (BLIS), their vision is to become a renowned news agency which is recognized internationally. So to make their vision true, they have a mission. Their mission is to produce and disseminate news and information in an accurate, speedy, fair, and objective manner in the nation's interest, to mold and inform society in line with the new Malaysia, to generate revenue through diversification of news and information products and others. So their objective is accurate, fast, fair, and balanced. Oil information services or palm oil is vision is to become a renowned information center on palm oil and its byproducts. So the mission is to preserve the industrial heritage of the country relating to palm oil by enhancing the intellectual property of the board and constantly strives to meet or exceed the needs and expectations of our stakeholders. So that is the vision and mission for palm oil information services. It's a vision and mission as also objective to the United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO. So the vision is in accordance with the UNESCO Constitution. Since wars begin in the mind of man, it is the minds of man that defenses of peace must be constructed. So the mission is promotion of universal principles and norms, promotion of diversity, empowering and strengthening participation in the intellectual community environments. And the objective is to promote peace and security. National Library of Malaysia. The vision of the National Library of Malaysia is the National Library of Malaysia as a world-class leader in library development and services by the year 2020. The mission is to enhance the delivery of quality information resources through library services in order to build a knowledge society. And the objective is to make available for the use of present and future generation a national collection of library resources, to facilitate national access to library resources available within the country and abroad, and lastly to provide leadership on matters pertaining to libraries. We move to the participation and memberships. Every organization have their own members, so the member that registered with the organization will get many benefits and will get many services. Okay, the member for the Bernama Library and Infolium Services is a News Straits Time, Time Press Malaysia Berhad, Utusan Melayu Malaysia Berhad, Sinchu Daily, Kumpulan Media Karangkraf Borneo Post, and Utusan Borneo. So, for the palm oil information services, everyone can be a membership, but they must pay a fee. For the individuals, they must pay for 70 RM 5 ringgit, and for corporate, they must pay RM 225. So next is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO. So UNESCO have 193 members and 11 associate members. So their members is came from every country in the world, and Malaysia is one of them. Okay, next we go to the National Library of Malaysia. They have a membership with the corporates with 3 levels of libraries. The first one is in state. They have Conference of University Libraries and National Library of Malaysia, Perpunt, subcommittee members on microforms as key, SCOM, VTL user group, and others. Also have in foreign country and international. The next topic is product services. Okay, every organization have their own product and services that they serve to their members, to their customers or the users. Okay, so we start with the first one, that is Bernama Library in Foreign Services. So they have a services that contains 12 modules. Okay, there are Bernama News, Archival News, Calendar of Events, Directory, Mandarin News, Facts and Figures, Speeches, Data Bank, Sectoral Reports, Who's and Who, and info providers. And also not excuse that as a foreign news. So that is services from BLIS. A palm oil list of or palm oil information services. So they provide holding book and palm news services. So they give information services. In a palm oil list, we can services that users can get as information about the oil, facts about palm oils, that the economic information about palm oil, and many more you can get at the palm oil information services. Other is they have produced a product that is related with the palms, something like a soap, a washing soap, a bath soaps, dishes soap, and many more. Not just that, they also publish and produce their own books under their own brand, that is AMPOB Publications. So they produce variety kind of material like books, journals, CD-ROM, and also the USB that is related with palm industry. So they, beside that, they also sell a book and also comic by other publications. Next is the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organizations. So they provide the expertise in various fields. For example, that is, as UNESCO is expertise at the academic field, human science field, natural sciences, and more other. So they give help in their expertise for who is needed. Next is UNESCO Library or UNESCO Digital Library. So in this this is a free and everyone can use it. They can use the services in the library without paying anything. Next is Press Room, where we can get a news, we can get a latest news about the press conference, about the press conference, about the journalists, about the services that can use by of members, latest press releases, that is their latest news on UNESCO works, and many more. And but and not least, they have DL services, that is a world publication store or online book stores. This is online book stores that they sold their books, UNESCO published books. So basically, the book from this online store is books that cover the aspect of the UNESCO, like history, culture, science, education, and more. National Library of Malaysia. So they have two different types of collection. Namely, it's a general collection and special collections. So at for collections, as general collections, it's a general things that we know, something like book collections, a journal, conference papers, newspapers, or something like that. But for special collection, it's like a private collection, rare collections, ephemeral collections, other as the collections that they have in a Malaysia Library and the National Library of Malaysia. And as for the services, there are 3 types. There is from public, for publishers, interlibraries. So public has common services, that is reference, lending, community unit loans, electronic services, something like that. That for publishers, they have, especially for publishers, that is for international standard serial number applications, a cataloging in publication, international standard book number, SBN application. So they can apply that the publisher can use the services to publish their books. So the last is interlibraries. So they have services that is a publication supply system, conservation services, and consultation services.
These four organizations have a lot of benefits to us, especially the users of the library. First, for the list, we can obtain new updated information about national and international events, and we can get to know new current statistics about industries through sectoral reports. For Palm Oil Information Service, it contributes huge profit in Malaysia economy, and the information services are users friendly. It will make easier to the users for search any materials in the library. For UNESCO, it helps the users aware what happened in the outside world and helps a scholar visitor to gain material for their research in easy way. For the National Library of Malaysia, it make it easier for the user to find any reference materials in the library, and it helps the international scholar who wish to study about Malaysia. Every organization must have a future planning. For BLIS, it will assist the editorial department on daily basis, which is to help the new prominent faces with the responsibility of researchers to search and hunting for profiles background of prominent people recently. For UNESCO, it focused to the global priorities, which is they have two. First is Africa, and the second one is gender equality. For National Library of Malaysia, it have a 6 strategic plan for future. First is governance management and examination of organizational image, strengthening library research and development, strengthening the preservation of the country's intellectual property, extended access to information resources through the provision of library services, digital library empowerment, driving force of the reading culture, and the prominence of Javanese writing. On the points of the view of this organization, we acknowledge that the police has their own channel in the TV program called Bernama News. And the recommendation is to realizing the proposal for Chinese news to be included in the channel and ensure the citizens of Malaysia know about it by advertise it on other TV shows. For the palm oils, we look that the ways of palm oils being organized is neat and systematic. For UNESCO, we saw that they compact the homepage of the portals with the news, current things they do, pictures, events, and others. UNESCO did a good job by providing a quality and accurate article, journal, news, and others about the current issues. For National Library of Malaysia, it provides the materials in each library in Malaysia, especially for academic library. As a conclusion, bibliographic utilities and services, which consist of national and international organizations that involve in bibliographic control activities that exist in is an effective and not costly ways to get knowledge and information. As they are the non-profit organization, they do an excellent work to keep serving the information and knowledge to the users. The existence of those organizations also can help scholars, students in their work or research. Other than that, the existence of the bibliographic utilities and services is important because it needs to play a role which to serve member libraries in the region it operates with high quality cataloging information and related products or services for resource sharing and cooperation. Throughout this, the member libraries can obtain the information without no doubt. That's all from us. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.